um, this QI does not want me to communicate this, but because I'm running full sensory capacity, because I'm so sensitive, I have to be very careful on what I communicate as a result of that, because then that's going to be a reaction state in another living cell. What they experience as a result of what I'm aware of, which is my level of awareness, and then sharing it with another cell, how that cell is going to react, because we don't want to generate reversal spin or the loss of one electron. Right? And so it is all about electrons in the ATP Krebs cycle, because it needs a primal sound and source light field of energy in order to keep itself running, because it's a death machine. That's what it is. And so, because of the last video that I did with Hobo Shoestring, and out of being extremely sensitive, particularly towards his loved ones, his friends, his family, and particularly his mother and his father. I don't know if his father's still alive. But you all know me. I'm not afraid to tell you the absolute truth, because I know what it is. Because I am what love is. It goes on forever, gifting electrons. Pure, absolute, eternal love energy does no harm. This system that we're in does a lot of harm to all living, sentient, spiritual life forms with a soul, with a solar code, with a flame. It's connected to the primal sound and light field of first creation, which is first spark. So it's a battery drainer, which means this is an energy harvesting system, which is a black mirror, which is death science technology, because black holes are not normally occurring when you're experiencing eternal, absolute, pure love. That's why, as a child, it was a complete insult to the highest level of intelligence, which is the grand creator spirit, which is the highest state of awareness, which is eternity. Because we can map read the terrain, which is to map read the mathematics, which is called a map read. So when it comes to hobo shoestrings and you think of sacrifices, how are the bigger sacrifices determined as it relates to numbers? And this is particularly true with what I call the AI sales force. Because think about this. If you go to see all the videos, all the places that Hobo Shoestring has gone, bless your heart, Hobo, bless your heart and soul, spirit essence, Hobo, for all the places that you have been able to visit and see and experience in the way in which you did it, differently than all the others. And you brought that into the visual display for everyone else to experience what you were experiencing as you were experiencing it in a visual display. Your mirror came to the black mirror, and the black mirror in turn shared with us what you were experiencing. Riding on trains, going all the places that you went. And my heart was with you all the way. That adventure and seeing those places, particularly the open space, where your energy is not being molested, paying the man for the space, for the grid. And so what comes to mind, goddess forbid, when it comes to what? Making money off those that have passed away, particularly as the way that those beings, sentient life forms, live their life, become collector items, like collecting pennies, collecting portraits, collectors of past memories. And so you can imagine that if something happened to Hobo, do you realize the level of value as a commodity that Hobo now represents to those people? the underlying causality of this event where Hobo is missing? Future memories, future proofs past, future memories. Because those videos that are all up on his channel are worth a fortune. Just like they do to the surfing, they take a sport, because that's what competition is, which is the victim-victimizer experiment. So I love to go out and be in the ocean and ride on those waves because it's so much fun, because it doesn't cost us anything to experience what love is. To ride those waves, the spirit in the wave. And then you could see how, over time, time-space vectors, they turned the waves into a commodity, and you saw that through the first National Surfing Championships in Huntington Beach. Now they become a trophy hunter. Just like putting the head of a moose on a wall, ribbons and trophies, Oscars, and all the rest of it. The competitors killing off all life, competing against each other, which are your parasitic corporations, the military psychological operations, the AI battlefield operations, as a strategic military planner, pre-planning the planter seeds, the atom seed, the Metatronic seed, planting parasitic seeds. Yep, this is full circle of fire, which is known as the cosmic level fire light circle, 13th mother arc, starburst. And so I know that somebody commented, for example, on his channel, man, somebody needs to put Hobo on Netflix. See? They put money more important than the living sentient life forms. Now Hobo Shoestring becomes a commodity. Man, I can get rich off this guy. And that's called a degenerate. That's sickness. That's the affliction. That's the dark flower affliction. That's why we're here. They're going in the wrong direction, Mama. I'm standing on the corner. They're going in the wrong direction. They're spinning in the wrong direction. They're chasing electrons and going nowhere fast. That's how you know them. That's called knowing one from the other, because we are in eternal, pure love and service to others forever and always on. So it's a matter of knowing the difference in spirals between one that is an eternal life system design and one that is a Death Star system design, which are visual, holographic, universe like in unicycle, killer mathematics to take down the whole enchilada. Crash it all. You cannot crash the eternal star of eternal peace, the eternal flower of the pink rosetta, the eternal flame of Adama Amaranth.